at 1st and goal. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They've made it to 1st and goal on their opening drive, hoping to start this game with 6. Robinson, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches. Panics on the sneak. Out to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Jude McAtomney going to try and knock this through for 3. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. McAtomney's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
How well they were eating up yards and 1st downs. You know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. The play fake now, Willis to throw. He gets this to Harold Fanning Jr. Complete. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Ready? Liking 18. Ready?
Now for the first time, here's the rookie from Oregon State. And they love to see him finally forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. It's Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Going deep here for the end zone. Well, they had the look. Jimmy didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Gray now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Penix now. It's this one to Tyler Algier. And he's short of 1st after a mile gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. No throw, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action. Here's Penix. Connects on the crosser. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's going to work it to the 20. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's Penix to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception...
Oh, the football's loose! The Falcons bring it in. This is going to line up inside the 10, so they jump on the fumble, and that's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity. Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. but you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. Fish, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Let's go now.
Here he goes, third and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Set. Crack all 80.
He finds space for a few yards that time. Arnold Evakady makes it there for the stop. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
And it's third down.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful.
Back to 60. Back to 60. 77. Let's back in. Let's back in. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
First down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And finally, they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Behind Diablo there on the tackle.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Dragon 6. Let's go. 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Go.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Pass is caught at the 9. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
These guys get some late points and the lead. That's up and through for the point after. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Gray now on the return. He's got a lead up past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Rolling left, buying some time. Ooh, the rush just too much here. Down he goes. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second.
Loss of a yard.
And they still have one in their
Brings up
pocket
second
for
and
what's
11
left of this half.
At the 38-yard line.
So after the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Third down and
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
3rd down, it's Penix. Called in by Mooney, left side. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
10-yard gain.
The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. 4th down, here's Penix. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 47.
On the option, it's out here. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
6-yard line.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Oh, Penix lost it. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. Mickatommy's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
If you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down for points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The final throw before the break. Finds him over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
Back. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. How's Xavier Watts getting in there defensively?
At the 31. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Here we go. 70 Lions. 70.
Throwing on first down, Willis. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
First down, Chicago.
Go. Nice. Ready.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
On the check.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready. 70.
Quick throw is caught. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the offshoot quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He was taken down.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That play good for 17 and a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Penix here from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Judkins. And he runs it across. Touchdown! These guys make them pay for turning it over. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys push their lead to 18.
24, Falcons 6.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Gray now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's all new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
Running here with Bijan. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Offense to the line for second down. To the air with Penix. Escapes out to the left. Got along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go.
No throw, third and long. That one complete to Pitts. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. They break the huddle. It's second down now. Play fake. Penix. Rolling out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Penix working from the gun. That one's caught by Mooney. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready, break. Down. Check up.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
It's Penix yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's Cox. He's got Washington. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of
they like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
10 at the 10-yard line.
We'll give to Dijon. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Let's go, motion. Hiking, 18.
Penix. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Catch is made in close. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
2-point try coming. Penix and his offense getting set.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they pick him up again. Alontae Taylor has it. And they aren't going to get there. He's pushed out of bounds, and the try for 2 does not work.
the score.
Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
A get to Sampson here up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. These guys nearing their 9th win of the season. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Mustang 19. Cougar 19.
Gun snap now to Willis. This one's caught. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Viking.
Hand off here to Sampson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down.
Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready? Hot 70, hot 70. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 lock, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They kick the running back in motion. They're going to pass it here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Number 17.
These guys making a 3-score game in the 4th.
The kicker on for the point after.
That one right down the middle. And his guys go up by 19.
31. Falcons 12.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Gray now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Penix. Trying to push deep downfield. And they pick him off again! And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did in 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Let's go now. 76.
Back to the well again. That's a lead goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.